You and Tamara have been best friends for years now. You thought of her as your best friend, and she even said before plenty of times that you're her best friend. You two do everything together. You're always there for each other when they need advice or when they need to vent out their problems, or if they need a shoulder to cry on. Everything has been going great between you two, except for one thing. You have a massive crush on your bestie. It started a few years back. You can't explain why you fell for her. It just happened somehow. But how could you not fall for someone so awesome? You didn't dare show any signs of romance towards her. If tomorrow found out you liked her, what would she think? Would she be disgusted? Would she never want to speak with you again? You didn't want the risk of losing your best friend, so you kept your feelings hidden deep inside, but now it was getting harder and harder to hide them. You were on your way to tomorrow's house. Right now. You guys made plans to see a movie. When you reached her door, you knocked. Elle, her roommate, answered it. "Hey, Ryan," she said, taking a sip of her cola. "Hey, Elle," you said. Elle steps off to the side to let you in. Tomorrow will be out of the sec. She just needs to replace her no picture of Tori on her dartboard. Ryan, you giggled. "That's tomorrow for you." Elle put her soda down and looked at you. So how have the dreams been? Did our forgetful narrator forget to mention that Elle's the only person that knows you have a crush on Tamara? Meh, you did. Elle said, looking up at the ceiling. "Oops, sorry." Well, anyway, I had the dreams again last night, you explained. Elle knew what you meant. "Anything new?" You shake your head. "Not really. Same old stuff." "Maybe it's time to tell her," Ed suggested. You shook your head again. "But what if she doesn't feel the same way? I don't want to ruin our friendship." "And if you don't tell her soon, and if she gets together with someone else one day?" Elle trailed off. "It will destroy me emotionally," you finished. You heard footsteps and leaned back in your chair as Tamara came in the room. "Hey, you ready?" she asked. "Yeah," you said, standing up. "Well, have fun, you two," Elle says. "Whatever." Tamara grabs your hand as you head out the door. The movie you went to see was lights out. Every time you got scared, you couldn't help but cling on to Tamara for support. She showed no fear whatsoever and simply watched the movie. She didn't seem to care whether you grabbed her arm. She was used to this kind of stuff. Whenever you guys watch a scary movie, which was often, Tamara patted you on the head to calm you down. After the movie, you went to a food court at the mall to get dinner. "So I heard they're having auditions for people who want to sing at the cafe on Fridays." "Really? That's cool. Why don't you give it a go?" she offered. "Why me?" you asked. "Because you're a great singer, that's why," she said, as if it were obvious. "I don't know," you say. "Come on, for me?" Tamara asked. You couldn't resist. "Oh, alright," you say. "Cool," she says. She pulled out a flyer in her bag. "I got one of these from yesterday. It has all the information on it." You take the flyer and see the auditions were going to be the next day. "Why should I be anyway? I'm not the best." "Of course you are. I like your singing," Tamara said. Hopefully she didn't see you blush. "I appreciate that. Now I need to figure out what song I'm gonna sing." You wonder. The next day, you head down to the cafe audition. You were nervous, but excited. When it was your turn, you gave it your all. The next day, they had a paper in the window in the cafe to show who would be singing. You jumped a little when you saw your name. When you told Tomara she was happy for you, and she asked what song you were going to sing. You told her and that she would have to wait and see. She kept pestering you, but you did not give in. We went in the cafe and practiced every day. Then, the night of your performance came. Tomara and Elle went to see, and Matilda came to see your performance. You were in the back room of the cafe, pacing the floor nervously. The door creaked open, pacing to see Elle standing in the doorway. You nervous? She asked. Very, you said. Any reason? Elle asked. What do you mean? Do you have a special song? Plan on singing something? She asked. Yeah, Jenny by Studio Killers, you responded. Love that song. Elle looked at you. You're really gonna do this? She asked. You nod. You sure you want to? Yes, I'm ready. No way you could go back now. Well, good luck, Elle says. She walks out the room, leaving you alone. Elle sits next to Matilda at the table. How's Wyan? Tomara asked. She's nervous. But I'm sure she'll be fine, Elle assures her. But did she tell you what song she sings me? Because she won't tell me. I keep begging her to know, but she refused to tell me. Sorry, you'll have to wait a bit longer. Oh, come on. But you don't know me, Tomara says. Shh. Matilda shushes them both down. Wyan is almost ready to perform. The lights dimmed as the waitress announces Wyan. As she claps on stage, everyone claps. The music begins. Tomara can't help but notice the song oddly familiar. Wyan leans into the mics and sings. Everyone applauded. As the song ended, Tammy. Tomara hadn't heard that name in years. She hated her name, Tammy, and changed it to Tomara. Not as many people knew her real name was Tomara, except for Elle, Matilda, and you. She heard that song before. It was Jenny by Studio Killers. She introduced it to Wyan. Before, she didn't care as much because she said it sounded a corny lesbian song. But you sang it so beautifully. Except she sang Tammy instead of Jenny. Tamara stood up and walked over to you as she walked off the stage. You stopped when you saw Tamara head over to her and feared the worst. Tamara, you stood in front of her. You got a cool mustache, she finally said. Let me get that. Tamara closed the space between her and your lips by kissing. Elle felt a huge, goofy smile crawl onto her lips. Matilda was so happy she had tears in her eyes. Tamara and you pulled away and stared at each other. I should have known only someone like you could have feelings for someone like me, she said. But who else but me, you said. Tamara took your hand and led her to the back table. That was the sweetest thing ever, Matilda said, fangirling over you two. Thanks, you said. So are you guys together now or what? Elle asked as she was on the edge of her seat. You looked at Tamara. Are we? Tamara asked. I guess. You hit her playfully in the arm. You guess? All right, we're a couple now, Tamara said. Aww, Matilda gushed over as you two made it official you were dating now. Matilda, don't say words for a really long time. It freaks me out, Tamara said. You giggled. So how about some donuts, Elle suggested. The end. Hope you like it.